Tanya, hey, hey, hey. Janie, hey. Hello, hello, hello. How are you good people doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Drop this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I know there are a few lives going on tonight. I tried to wait as long as I could. But I can't wait all night. Can't wait all night. So we're gonna go ahead and get this. Hey Trevor, how you doing? I'm flipped sideways. Hold up. Is it still like that? It still looks sideways? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey Diantha, how you doing? How you doing? Gospel Glam, hey, hey, hey. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Angela, hey. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Sincerely Bree. Hey, hey, hey. Like I said, I know that Tyson is on right now. Diantha, I'm doing. But I had to go head on because I'm not trying to come on too late. So if y'all want to let some of the folks know that we are live, then that'll be fine. If not, like I said, they will have to watch the replay. On the replay. They'll have to watch the replay of it all. So I'll give it a few more seconds and then we're going to go ahead and get started and get this ball rolling. Get this ball rolling. So we got on this one. We are talking about what women really want. Bump what everybody going around here talking about and what they're saying. We're going to talk about what women, thank you, Vonda, what women really want. We getting out of the myths. We getting out of the rumors. We just going to come and we're going to tell the truth for a little while. That's just what we're going to be doing tonight. What women really want. Sweet lady, hey, how you doing? Vanessa, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna dance with this one a little bit. We're gonna dance with this one. We're gonna definitely dance with this one. We're talking about what women really want. I was hoping that we had more people come over, but like I said, I know other people are doing lives, and I would love to get other people's feedback on this topic, but they're gonna just have to fuss at the screen later. That's it. If you try to avoid coming in when they're live, you're okay. Right, sincerely, me, Bree. That's why I had to just come on. I waited as long as I could. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. You got to get in where you're fitting in. You got to get in where you fit in. So, whew, we've had a lot of conversation going on about females supporting other females. I will say this is something that we have talked about a long time ago. Just being supportive all the way around. It's good that people are trying to get this stuff together. but this is something that needs to be going on YouTube, off YouTube, in the street, on a job, in the church, shoot in the bathroom, wherever we are, it should be going on at all times. You all know that I'm ready tonight. Y'all see I got my trusty notebook. When I got my notebook, that means it is coaching time, and it's about to get real. It's about to get real. So, before we get started with the whole thing, I know I saw one guy in here that spoke. Trevin was in here. I don't know if he's still in here, so I'm going to assume that we have women in here right now. So we have a lot of guys that, all right, see South Carolina be representing. That's support right there. That's support. So we have a lot of guys that feel like they know what women want. We got a lot of women that feel like they know what women want. But do you really? Do you really? When it comes to a man, a mate, a crony, I don't want to say side piece because we ain't even talking about side pieces, but somebody that you want to kick it with, what do women really want? Even if it's a male friend, what do women really want? Hey Aries, how you doing? How you doing? I see some dimes in here, y'all. Shout out to all the certified dimes. Shout out, shout out. So I was playing with this thing a little bit, and I was like, maybe I should do this on a weekend, but nah, we can let it build up to the weekend, because maybe I can have some more, get some comments from you guys, and we can let this build up to something else on the weekend. But I told people to, come on, bring your questions, bring your thoughts, bring your notebooks, because there are some things that people may think, oh yeah, I know she really like this. No, I don't. Oh, she really gonna fall for this. No, I'm not. Okay. Wah, wah. So just to have some little conversations, and then for some women they've been trying to get a certain type of guy, not chasing them, but you've been looking for a certain type of guy, or you keep getting a certain type of guy, and you wondering why, like, what am I doing wrong? Why do I keep getting the same type of jokers? Like, they attracted like magnets. Why do I keep getting the same little roaches crawling around here? These like cucarachas, they won't go away. Why do I keep getting these same ones? And it's because you may not know what you really want. See, some of the things that we think we want, that's just something that you're looking for the moment to get by. But we looking at the things that people want that's going to help them develop some things in the long term. We're not trying to get you a husband now. Now, if that's what you want, that's on you. That's on you. But we're trying to help you get in a place where you can, at least, teach people how they're supposed to be treating you, how they're supposed to approach you. Hey, Boston, I'm in love. How you doing? How you doing? You at the hospital? We still got you in our prayers, Boston. We still got you. So just to give you some, thank you, Vanessa, too, for reminding people about that like button. So the first thing is, we just gonna go ahead and start this off. Miss Fad, what is going on? Respect. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. We know what it means, but this is not just respect. This is mutual respect. This is not just where, oh, I respect you because you're the guy and I'm just going to submit. And this is not where, oh, well, I got to give you all this respect because you're the female and I'm just going to be put in your hands. No, this is mutual respect. This is what the average, and I'm giving you this information because this is empirically based. This came from research. This isn't something that I just pulled out the sky. So this is empirically based research. Of course, with my own little razzle dazzle on it, but it's empirically based research. So I'm telling y'all, get out your notepad. You might want to let your homegirls know, sisters, nieces, cousins. girlfriend, whoever. You might let somebody know. Okay. This mutual respect, and let me say this before we get into all this. There are some things, because in relationships and even getting relationships started, there has to be a bit of compromise, right? We know there has to be some compromise. But there are some things that you cannot compromise on. There are some things that you cannot compromise on. There's just no compromising. Okay, well, mutual respect falls in that category. Let's just start that off from the beginning. There has to be a healthy balance of respect coming from both sides. And when I say mutual means all parties that are involved. But understand, when we're talking about relationships and men and their women and all this stuff, all parties involved should only be you and your partner. That ain't it. I'm just telling you that. It shouldn't be you, your partner, your homegirl, his homeboy, your cousin, her 3 kids, and whatever they got to say, the neighbor next door, your coworker. They don't have anything to do with what's going on. There should be a mutual understanding between you and whoever you're dealing with or attempting to deal with. Number 1, women want to be respected. Period. Let's move on. One of the things that's important that people tend to overlook it. I've been guilty of it myself, I ain't gonna lie. Communication. You have to keep open communication. Open and effective communication in order to build, in order to create, build, and maintain a healthy relationship. You have to. Now, I know women, I'm going to call us out for a minute because we good at shutting down. Now, we will shut down in a minute. We will cut you off. Okay? Hey, Kim, how you doing? You'll wish that we were saying something. Well, in a relationship, you often have a lot of guys that don't want to talk. They may be going through things. They have stuff going on at work. They have stuff going on in all these different places. And they just want to keep it to themselves. They don't want to have a discussion. So therefore, without having that discussion, then all that negative energy gets transferred over to that significant other. And you end up taking stuff out on them that they had nothing to do with. So women want some type of communication. They want those communication lines to be open. I'm sorry. The worst thing you can have is somebody that you cannot talk to. Like y'all just don't have nothing to say. How you doing? All right. How you doing? All right. Where you going? What you doing? You got to be able to communicate. There has to be some communication there. Because if the woman can't talk to you, then she's going to be on the phone with her friends and her sisters and everybody else that'll listen. So that communication needs to be in your relationship from the beginning. Even if y'all are just meeting, a woman likes a guy that can communicate. Now, let me be clear on what I'm saying because I don't want y'all to get this twisted. I ain't talking about a potty mouth now. I ain't talking about somebody that got diarrhea of the mouth that just won't hush. Because we've seen some of those. They all up and through here. But we are talking about somebody that is not afraid to communicate. You can't be shy. Not up and around these streets. Not during these times. You got to open your mouth. Because if you haven't learned one thing, I always remember that a closed mouth don't get fed. So you got to be able to communicate. This next thing. This needs to be up on a whole moniker. This needs to be the new YouTube sign. And this is not just for women. This is all people. But for women, you mess this up. Women want honesty. Don't nobody want nobody that's walking around here lying all the time. And no, I'm not being grammatically correct tonight. Nobody wants somebody that lies all the time. You lie so bad that you don't even know when you're telling the truth. You lie so bad that whenever you try to tell the truth, it's still a lie. The truth ain't in you. Ain't never seen you, never met you, don't have your address, don't have your phone number, don't have any of that. A woman wants a man that is honest. And the one thing you don't ever want to do, because we are already like, we have this innate sense. We're like already detectives. We were born that way. Don't give. Now notice how I'm emphasizing give. So that's in all caps. Don't Give in all caps. Don't give a woman a reason to be suspicious. Be honest. Be honest. It don't cost you a thing. They say love don't cost a thing. Honesty don't cost a thing. If you're honest from the beginning. Don't wait until you get all trapped up and you don't have a choice but to tell the truth. Be honest from the beginning. That's what women want. Women want honest men, which is going to go into the next one. A woman wants a man that she feels she can trust. Let me drink something after that. Hold up. A woman wants, she doesn't only want it, she needs a man that she can trust. This is what we want, okay? Now notice that some of these things are building onto each other, because if there is a level of respect, if there is mutual respect, if those lines of communication are open, if you are honest about who you are and what you're doing and what you're about, is that not what trust is made of? Does that not make you a trustworthy person? As long as you get into a relationship with someone that you can't trust, there will always be this big pink, let me take that back. There will always be this big red elephant in the room. Always. Because those questions are always there. There's a bunch of unanswered questions. Whenever you lie a lot, you leave room for assumptions. And you leave room for fairy tales. You leave room for big dreams. So women need for you to be honest and trustworthy. They shouldn't have to feel like they got to worry about you every time you walk out the house or when they go to sleep at night. Don't give them a reason. I'm just saying. Here's the next one. I might have to change these to YouTube laws. Listen to what I'm telling you. A woman, I'm going to clap on this one, y'all. A woman wants a man who will take responsibility for his mother flipping actions. If you said it, darn it, you said it. If you did it, darn it, you did it. Don't go and lie and blame it on the dog down the street. Don't go lie and say that the cat did it. Don't lie and blame it on your child and say your child did it. Don't go blaming stuff on your homeboy. Oh my gosh. Take responsibility for your actions and behaviors. This is what a woman really wants. If you realize how many arguments would not even take place if people simply accepted responsibility for their actions from the beginning. You forgot to pay a bill? What you hiding it for? What you lying for? Say you forgot to pay it. And don't just say it, go pay it. Take responsibility for your actions. Trash truck coming down the road, you forgot to take out the trash? You see that trash truck, you got a few feet before it get, run. Run your tail out there and get that trash out of that trash truck. I mean, if that's the responsibility that you took on, just take responsibility for your actions. If you messed up, say you messed up. Because the minute that you don't, then you have to make up a lie. You got me? Hey, butterflies. Now, once you make up that lie, now you got to make up another lie to cover the lie that you just told. And the bad thing about this is, it might not even be that you are a liar. You may not have lied intentionally from the beginning. But because you refuse to take responsibility for your actions, you have left a never-ending pattern of lies because you refuse to accept responsibility from the beginning. Now, one of the videos that we did before, it was on love languages. And we talked about all these different types of love languages and stuff of that nature. Well, here's the thing. We always say that, as women, we need to get ourselves together before we go and jump out into something. And we do. And we do. But we tend to overlook the fact, and men tend to overlook the fact, that they need to make sure they have themselves together as well. You got to have your mess together. If you know that you are not in a place where you are ready to stop lying, then don't bring anybody into that mess. If you know that you are not in the place where you are making adult moves, where you are making mature moves and doing what a person your age and a person on your level could and should be doing, if you know that you are not there yet, then don't pretend to be and don't bring anybody in under false pretenses. Be the person that you are and take responsibility for whoever that person is. I'm just saying, don't beat around the bush. Don't be playing these hypothetical games and now, no. You take responsibility for whoever you are. Period. Point blank. That's it. That's all. Now, Sunday, I was talking about the fruit of the Spirit, and I mentioned the fruit of the Spirit. We talked about love, patience, kindness, all that stuff. Well, check this one out. This next one, a woman wants a man who shows kindness, patience, understanding, empathy, compassion. All that sound familiar, right? We want a man that is kind, that is patient, that is understanding, that's compassionate. We need somebody that when we come and we talk to you and we tell you about the stuff that's going on, we don't need you to just come and give us an answer or just tell us to suck it up. We need you to have an empathetic ear. Sometimes we just need you to listen, and I know that works both ways because men need that same thing. But in this particular instance, we're talking about what women want. You got to have some type of compassion. Some. Like, just a little bit. You got to show something. Because the thing is, the more that you show that you have no compassion, then that starts leaking over to the other person. And now y'all just got a big ball of just messy people who don't care nothing. Like, oh, you broke your foot? Oh, sucks for you. Oh, you lost your job? Ooh, sorry. Like, you don't want to live in that. And you definitely don't want to have that person as a mate. Women want a man that can show that he is concerned. He is concerned. Remember, love is patient. Love is kind. All these things, they all fall in line. Listen. If I'm telling you all this stuff and you seem not to care about anything, man, I need y'all to take note on this now. I need y'all to take notes now. Because this right here ain't coming from a book. This the coach talking to you right now. That lack of compassion and understanding and that lack of kindness and things of that sort, that's what's going to have you sitting or laying down holding yourself many a night. Do you understand? Because there are certain things that real women require. And if they don't feel like they're getting that compassion, hey, I ride solo, if they don't feel like they are getting that empathy, if they don't feel like they're getting that understanding, if they don't feel like they can trust you, then that means that a lot of them are not going to trust you with their body either, because their body is a part of them. That's part of the whole. So if I can't trust you with my mind and my heart, then I for darn sure ain't trusting you with the rest of my body. So if you're sitting around wondering why that woman may not want you touching her, you might want to go back and retrace your steps. Think about it. Have you shown her that you actually respect her? Have you tried your best to be honest? Because everybody lies at some point. But have you gone out of your way to make sure that you are as honest as you can possibly be, especially when you're dealing with your other? Have you shown her that you're trustworthy? Have you communicated with her? Because one mistake that a lot of guys make is they refuse to communicate until their body starts feeling a little funny. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Their body starts feeling a little funny. They start feeling little urges. And now they have some needs that they want met. And now is the time for them to communicate. Well, it's very hard for you to go and not communicate. Hey, bird, how you doing? Not communicate for 12, 15 days. And on the 16th day, because your temperatures are rising, now all of a sudden you want this compassion. You want your mate. You want this female to be compassionate. You want her to show some compassion and passion towards you when you haven't done any of the things that she's been asking for from the beginning. You haven't been honest. You haven't been respectful. You haven't shown that you were trustworthy. Come on, y'all. There are certain things that have to be in place. And again, I'm saying it works both ways. But there are certain things that tend to be characteristic of women and certain things that tend to be characteristic of men. And one thing people like to say, and I hate to hear people say it actually, that women are emotional creatures. Well, if you've been on these YouTube streets, y'all know that has been proven wrong. Okay? This is not where all the emotions are coming from. But when it comes to physical acts, women like to feel safe. If I don't trust you, I definitely don't feel safe around you. And I'm not going to open myself up to danger to my body if I don't trust you. I need to know if that makes sense, if y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm nervous about opening up the door to my house, and you want me to open up my body for you and I don't trust you? How does that work? I believe I'm talking to myself. I can't get any feedback in this chat. Friendship. Friendship is also important. Now, the guys might not like this. It's hard to be with someone that you don't even like as a friend. Y'all got me? So, a woman wants you to like and respect her just as much as you like and respect your homeboy. Okay? That same respect, that same acknowledgement that you give your friends, that woman should have that same respect and acknowledgement, if not more, friendship is important. I can't stay with you if I don't like you. We're not friends. That's why we don't have anything to talk about. We're not friends. That's why I don't trust you. We're not friends. That's why you feel like you can lie to me all the time. Friendship is important. So a woman expects that guy, and y'all, if we have guys on here, you know what it is. Because you'll sit there and you act like you don't want to do nothing with her, and then these guys come by and you get that look. I know good. Okay. Okay. That's that friendship. You gotta be friends. You gotta be friends. People joke about that, but a lot of times that's why when people start talking, like initially, and they introduce the person, they'll say, oh, well, that's my friend. Because that's the truth. That's part of getting to know the other person, your friends first. Oh, that's your friend? Yeah, that's my friend. We get upset about that sometimes, but it's the truth. That's my friend. That's my friend John. That's my friend Joe, whoever. That's my friend. Hey, friend. That's my friend. Okay. I got to make sure this one sit where it's at for a minute. Women, let me get closer to this camera right here for a minute. For any men that watch this video, women need and require emotional maturity. Now I'll sit back. Women require emotional maturity. That means that your emotions should at least match your age. That means if something happens, you don't go and blow a gasket. You be mature enough to handle your emotions in an adult manner so that whatever the issue is, we can resolve it. Emotional maturity doesn't mean that whenever you get mad, or if I get mad, but in this case, okay, you get mad with me because I wouldn't let you touch me, because we talked about this physical thing. Because I wouldn't let you touch me, now you got to go and look at Sue, or go run up on Sue. Or because your girlfriend decided she had a headache, now you got to go calling up Jane. That's not emotional maturity. Because she didn't do something that you like, you try to body shame her. Oh, today she's fat. Emotional maturity doesn't mean that you are telling your partner, you will never find anybody else to treat me the way that you do. Treat you the way that I do. That's not emotional maturity. Emotional maturity isn't following somebody around because you don't trust them because you're out doing wrong. That's not emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is not, shoot, you going out and drinking and drugging irresponsibly to the point where you just completely inebriated and somebody has to go and get you. They got to leave their family and go and get you because you refuse to sit home and communicate with your significant other. You chose to go out and drink with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and they left you right where you were at. Now you sit up there singing these sad songs to them, but you have yet to communicate with your partner. That is not emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is not getting mad about a situation and holding a grudge for 6 months. Emotional maturity is not going around and bad-mouthing your significant other. And yes, that works both ways. That is not emotional maturity. A woman needs emotional security. They need that. We need that. Here we go. Before I move on to this next one, do y'all have any questions about anything that we went through? Because I'm sitting up here doing all this talking. I got very few people talking back to me. Is there anything that y'all got any questions about before we move any further with these things that we have already discussed? Because there are certain things that women want, and I should have said need, because there's a difference between wants and needs. So I probably should have said need to be a bit more accurate, to let folks know just how serious this is. And relationships, we're wondering why things aren't going the way that they are supposed to be going. And there's another thing, and this isn't on the list. I'm just going to put this to the side for a minute, just in case y'all have some comments that y'all want to make. Here's the thing. We watch the movies all the time. The movies are wonderful. I just finished watching a couple good movies before I came on my live. Beautiful, romantic, loving movies. But here's the deal. You have some people that watch these movies, and to them, these movies are real life. These TV shows are real life. In real life, couples have problems. In real life, every story doesn't have a happy ending. In real life, guess what? Even though we coach people and tell them not to do it, even though we counsel people and tell them not to do it, people do go to bed angry in real life. The thing is, you can't sit there and let that mess fester, because the longer it sits there and doesn't go unaddressed, then it's going to build and build and build, and you're going to grow to dislike each other, and you don't know why. Because you refuse to address a problem that started out this big. And by the time you sat there not addressing it, now you got a problem this big that you don't know what to do with. And you start growing apart. Again, this is where communication comes in at. And patience. That needs to be had on both sides. I'm just saying. A woman needs a man that is caring. A man that has a bit of a sensitive side. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a woman wants a man that is a punk. Okay? That's just sitting there crying all the time. Every time something don't go wrong, right, he just, that's not what I'm saying. But she needs a man that is willing to be vulnerable with her. She needs a man that actually acts like he gives a darn about something. Whether it's family, friend, like you gotta have some care about something. You gotta be able to show a little that you have a sensitive side. A little something. A little something, you know, you gotta have a little something. I mean, we ain't want you just busting out crying in the middle of the mall somewhere for no reason, but, you know, a little caring, a little sensitivity, you know. We don't want you crying at, you know, when it's time to protect and you know, defend us, we don't want you to just break out crying, but good Lord, I'm saying. I'm going to leave that alone. The next thing that a woman needs, gentlemen, if you are on here, whenever you see this video, I need y'all to catch this one. Chivalry is not dead. A woman wants a man that wants to be a darn man. Boom. I don't know if y'all catching what I'm saying. It's okay to open the car door. That ain't just some old folklore that somebody made up in the past. I promise you, this stuff really do happen. It did happen. It's okay to open up a car door. I promise you. It's okay if you see that your friend or whoever you're dealing with, they seem like they're a little cold, and you got a little jacket and you give them your jacket to put on. Like, that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Spitfire, hey. Oh, Lord. I have to write it down because it's okay to, I'm not going to tell you to take off your coat and put it down over a puddle or nothing like that. Now, even though I had somebody do that for me before, I looked at that joker like he lost his mind. Are you crazy? But that's that same one I told y'all about that I had met, Carolina Dime. Dime spelled like the coin, Carolina Dime. $ Carolina Dime, that's my cash app. The guy that I told y'all that I met when I was at the academy, and he came and he had on the jumper. Y'all might not remember that. He had on the leather Kango with the little trench coat and all that stuff. Anywho, but yeah, chivalry is not dead, okay? So women still like to be treated like women. And when I say this, I'm talking about women. I'm not talking about little girls. I need you to understand what I'm saying. There is a difference. I'm talking about a woman. I'm telling you what women want. Because a woman isn't going around trying to play games with you and trying to run you down and do all of this stuff. We're talking about a grown woman. This is what a grown woman wants. They want a man to treat them like a woman. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Be the man. Be the man. At all times. Don't pick and choose. Be the man. I'm just saying. I'm rhyming a little bit too. Okay, this one gonna catch y'all off guard a little bit. Okay. If y'all disagree, let me know. Let me know. Dress to impress. When you going out and about, look, when you're home chilling, do you, boo-boo. But when you going out or you going to meet somebody, dress to impress. You don't have to go and buy all this fancy stuff from the store, nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong now. But if you're going to wear a t-shirt, if you're going to wear a tee, wear a freshly clean, crisp tee. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to have on sneakers, have on nice, clean sneakers. I'm just saying. Make sure you got your fingernails clean. You know. You can't get to the barber to get that edge up like you need to. At least have that mess brushed down. You know, put that do-rag on to get them waves right. So at least, you know, make it work. But show that you put some effort into it, because what happens with us now is that people have just glorified all this fake stuff on TV that some men forgot what real women look like. So they have all these expectations of what women are supposed to be doing and how women are supposed to look. And we as women, we settle. Y'all know what it is. We will settle. We gonna take you. You can look broke, busted, and disgusted. Oh, he got a good heart. Y'all know how we do, but he got a good heart. Them jokers look at us and be like, man, that girl was bust up. You know? So I'm saying women want you to put on the same presentation that you expect us to put on. Don't wear sleeves of clothing because that gear. Right. We want you to take the same effort. We know you ain't got to get your face all made. You ain't got to do all that. So come on now. I got brothers. It don't take y'all that long. It don't take y'all that long. Go get your shower. Slap your little smell good on. Don't drown in it. That's a whole other conversation. Don't drown in it now, because a woman don't want to get choked out either. No, that ain't on the list. That's Dr. Rogers. A woman don't want to get choked out. Okay? Too much of a good thing is awful. That's all I'm saying. Too much of a good thing is awful. So don't come in there just choking people out. I'm just saying. You know, when it's too much, you can taste it. Yeah, that. So, dress to impress. Y'all see, I'm still frowning up because you get all up in your throat and stuff. Woo! You take a sip and the sip tastes like the cologne. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The sip of whatever you sipping tastes just like that cologne. It tastes just like Izzy Miyake. Okay? It tastes just like some jupe. I'm just saying. So, dress to impress. You know, come correct. Like I said, you ain't got to come stepping out like old cat daddy with your Stacey Adams on. But I mean, at least give the same effort that you expect that woman to be giving. Because I know if I'm coming to meet you, we don't have to be going to no expensive place. But if I'm coming to meet you and you know that we were going to be meeting up and you don't try to do nothing with yourself, then we got a problem. Okay? We got a problem. Because if I got to go and try to get my little weed tight and get myself together and you ain't even brushed your hair, we got a problem. Okay, so I'm telling you what women need now. This not a want, this is a need. Get yourself together. That's what women want. Okay? That's what women want. I'm just saying. You don't need to have expensive labels on. Nobody telling you to be a little label whore or nothing like that. But you look nice. You know. Presentation. Now after you get the person and y'all do whatever, and y'all want to sit around, because I don't mind kicking it in my darn lounge pants and a wife beater now. Don't get me wrong. But when it's time to go and we got to go out, then somebody going to have to put some clothes on. You ain't going with me looking any kind of way. Sound like my mama. True story, though. You ain't going with me looking any kind of way. Okay. This is a big one. Men. A woman wants a man, who doesn't hide his flaws. Okay. It's okay if you don't watch or haven't been to this type of event before. That's fine. Then it's gonna be a new experience for you. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if you have this going on. That's where the communication comes in at. These are things that you should be talking about from the beginning, or at least when you get to the place where you feel like this is a person that you feel that you can rock with. You need to, don't try to hide the things that are wrong. Maybe you lacking in a certain area. You feel some type of way because you wanted to go a little higher. You expected to be in a different place. Well, guess what? That's what you talk to your significant other about. Because one thing that a woman loves, now if you don't love it, I can't speak for you now. I'm talking about grown women. A woman loves a man with ambition. You hear me? Ambition. With goals. I ain't talking about somebody just walking around with a bag full of dreams, but literally has ambition. They have things that they want to work on, that they're trying to work on. Like they just need that person to compliment them. And I'm not talking about a verbal compliment. They need that person that compliments them. That may be their motivation to push through and really get the things done that they're trying to do. When a woman sees a man like focused on a mission, we ain't talking about just like fixing a car or something like that. You know, I'm going to make sure I got this, like I got to get this car right. And even that can be sexy to a certain extent now. But just having goals. You know, I admit that I'm a little short in this area. So I'm trying to do this to accommodate for this. I got ambition. I'm going to tell you what a woman don't want. A woman does not want a man that sits around and complains all day about what he doesn't have, what everybody else got, how everybody's doing him wrong, how he wished that he could do this. If it wasn't for this, then he could do this. If it wasn't for them, then he could do that. If it wasn't for those, then he could do this. They do what they want to do, say what they want to say. Like, nobody wants to hear their man just moaning and just bitching all day. Be ambitious. Take the initiative to go and get some things done. Just whining, just whining. Just whining. Barry. Like, nobody wants to hear that from a man. And I know men don't like hearing it from women. I know. They told me. So you can imagine how that sounds to a woman when a guy is doing it. Because we're looking to you for that strength, right? So if you sitting here, you doing the whining, then the woman looking like, well, dang. Okay, baby, it's going to be all right. It goes both ways, y'all. Nobody should be sitting there whining all the time. But, again, we're talking about what women want. Okay? So let me get back. Let me get back on task. Okay? This going to go back to communication for a minute. And it's going to sound crazy. Listen, this is not enough. That's not enough. Nodding is not enough, okay? A woman needs you. I'ma need for you. A woman needs you to open your mouth just as loud as you are with your homeboys. A woman needs you to open your mouth. A nod is not enough. Babe, you gonna take care of that? Now, when bae come back and ask you, did you take care of that? You said you were going to take care of it. No, I didn't. I ain't say nothing. Well, you nodded. I mean, come on. You open your mouth. Say something. Open your mouth. Say something. Nodding is not enough. A woman needs for you to talk back. If she is talking to you, she's explaining something to you, she's pouring out her heart to you, she needs you to respond. She needs you to do this thing that we call effective communication, which means that there is a message, and there is a person that is bringing the message, and there is a person that is receiving the message. You at that point are the receiver. The only way that she truly knows that you got that message is by you being able to basically regurgitate. She needs you to give her that message back, or at least an understanding of that message. You don't have to give it to her verbatim, but she needs you to talk back to her so that she knows that you understand. And there won't be any type of misunderstanding about what was said or what you thought somebody meant. No. If you open up your mouth instead of nodding or shrugging your shoulders or instead of doing all that and actually talking, then a lot of problems can be resolved before they even start. Because you open up your mouth instead of holding a grudge and getting mad, feeling like somebody is nagging, go ahead and open your mouth so that a woman feels like she is being heard. One thing I teach in my effective communication group is this. We do something called Talk to Me, I Know How to Listen. And you have two people that have to sit there and they have to have a conversation with each other. I talked to y'all about this before. One person has to give a message. The other person has to come back and give them that message along with whatever feelings were attached to that message. Here's the thing with arguing. I need y'all to get this. And if any of you have been paying, I don't need to tell my secrets. Anyway, I will. If any of you have been paying attention about how I handle certain things with certain situations, whenever someone is trying to argue with you, and you're really not trying to do that, this is somebody that you actually talk to. When they're trying to argue with you and you don't want to do that, or you want them to understand, like, I hear you, I heard what you said, then say exactly what they said back to them. It's difficult, it's darn near impossible to argue with someone that is repeating back the same darn thing that you just said. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all tools right now that I ain't even supposed to give y'all. These are jewels right here. If you come at me and say, you know what? I don't like the way you look. Your face just greasy. I'm going to respond back, okay, so I understand you don't like the way I look. You feel like my face is greasy. That got you feeling upset. Yeah, and well, what you gonna say back to me? I agree with you. What you want? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Let me take that back. I didn't agree with you, but I just gave you back what you just said. So in your mind, you feel like I agree with you. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you don't open up your mouth, then you leaving the door open for more arguments, because as long as she feel like you are not listening to her, she gonna keep right on going. Okay. Oh, you ignoring me now. Man, oh, you ignoring me now? You don't hear me talking to you? It's going to keep on going. It's going to keep right on going. Y'all got to catch this thing now. Man, listen. Listen. You don't ever do nothing here but get out work and come sit on your tail. I hear you. You feel like I just get out work and come sit on my tail? See what I just did? Yeah, that's exactly what you do. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Now what? Y'all getting me? The only response I can give back to you is, because now I feel like you agree with me. I mean, you can at least do such and such. I feel you. You feel like I can do such and such. I feel you. I feel you. I ain't say I agree with you. I said I feel you. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go do these things in your house, because I don't want to be responsible for nobody having no arguments. But what I'm telling you is, without a shadow of a doubt, that if you open up your mouth and let people know that you heard what they said, I didn't say agree, but that you heard what they said, then that would keep a lot of confusion down, versus you just, no. I know. Man, go on with that. Open your mouth. That's it. Open your mouth. I'm just saying. I'm going to get back on task. So, we're going to pull, okay. Now, some of the women might not agree with this, or black eyes. Right, Miss Fat? Some of the women ain't going to agree with this because some of y'all fast. This next one that I have on my list says that a woman likes the slow lane. Now, contrary to popular belief and all this stuff that you're seeing on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all this stuff with people walking by vegetables and doing all kind of heinous acts to vegetables and things of the sort, women like the slow lane. In other words, don't no woman want you meeting her on the first day, and the minute y'all have a conversation, all of a sudden you think that y'all about to be bumping uglies. Now, if I need to break down bumping uglies, then let me know. She likes a guy that wants to. Ain't nobody saying she trying to wait 3 years. That is not what I'm saying. But a woman likes a man that knows how to drive in the slow lane when it comes to getting to know who she is. Hold that wop. Yes, sweet lady. I said bumping uglies. Yeah, Miss Pat said wop. But they want you to take it slow. You know, let there be a bit of a. Let me take it back to the old school. How they want to court for a little while. You know, they want to be able to enjoy that. See, people don't do that anymore. They just and don't even be trying. I'm just gonna drink this before I get in trouble for a minute. Just give me a minute. A woman wants a little courtship, you know. She like to go out on dates and stuff. She want to get cute or whatever, you know. She want to like get dressed up and impress her man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Vanessa, self-control, absolutely, absolutely. So that slow lane. See, people rush into relationships so fast. That's how you end up getting with somebody, and then a year later you realize that you done got with a monster because you didn't take the time. You were in that passing lane. You just gone around. Y'all know about it. Pew, you just gone. Okay? Latrice, what's going on? You just gone. You don't take the time to try to get to know that person. Everything is shoot. Hey, how you doing? Let's bump uglies. Like it's just that quick. No. If you are trying to develop something, I want something to grow into something adult-like, you got to ride in the slow lane a little bit. Because you really need to take the time to get to know who you're dealing with. Now, like I said, a woman that might be a bit mannish, she might not like you driving in the slow lane. Okay, you might be a little too slow for her. And if you are, then that's a good thing. Let her speed her fast tail right on by. You just dodged a bullet. You just dodged a bullet. Let her go find somebody more her speed. But somebody that's really trying to be about something and really trying to build something and really trying to find out something about you, yeah, they want that slow lane. That's what they want. Give him something to think about, making him wait. Right. You got to be like Sierra. My goodies, not my goodies. You got to. Okay? No parts of y'all conversation should be concerning WAP. Okay? Unless you talk about whopping a mosquito or something. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Not swatting, whopping. Okay. Moving right along. So, yeah, right, Miss Fat. I thought I had to have a whole bottle of pills shaking them up. All right. Okay, this next one gonna sound kind of crazy too. But I'm gonna give y'all this one too. And I know it's gonna sound a little crazy. And I'm like pretty much at the end of this list. So this is one of the most important things. It's the most important right now. Okay. If I got any guys on here, let me tell you something. Do you want to know what is extremely sexy to a woman? See, the women gonna want to know this too because they probably don't even know. Do you want to know what's extremely sexy to a woman? I want y'all to guess. Put these guesses in the chat. What do you think is extremely sexy to a woman? I'm gonna wait for these responses. I mean, just a turn on. You done rolled in the slow lane and everything. You done took your time, got to know your lady a little bit. What do you think is just sexy, just a turn on for her? Yeah, there are too many diseases. True story. True story. I don't see these responses. Y'all scared to respond? What you think? What's just that sexy, that turn on for a real woman? A man that beats me to church. Hallelujah. Miss Fat, that'll be every man, because I go to church late every Sunday. I be texting my friend and my brother. They up preaching your Oh, Lord, thank God for virtual church. Oh, Lord, forgive me. So we only got one person. We got one guest. I used to like the just because. Yes. No reason behind it. No reason at all. Just because. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is sexy. It is. You not expecting anything, like, just, oh yeah? Okay. Okay. Now see, that'll get y'all the slow lane right there. Stuff like that'll get y'all the slow lane. A man that cooks for me. Oh my, yes. Hold up, Vonda. Let me put this on. Let me attach this to what you said. A man that cooks for you and can cook. Yeah. The ring before doing the sexual thing. Oh, shoot. Hey, Sonny B, the ring before doing the sexual things. That's all right there. If you like it, and if you want it, that's all right. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more because I really want somebody to guess this. Y'all close. Y'all are close. Real close. Ooh. That is sexy, Miss Jane. It sure is. Hallelujah. A man that prays with you. Man, listen. And we ain't talking about blessing the food either. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Yes, I love it. So I'm going to tell y'all what research says is one of the best turn-ons for women when it comes to men as they develop in their relationships. A man that practices safe sex. Y'all didn't think about that one, did you? He wants to get next to you. He's been putting in the work. He's been all in. And when it's time, he wants to make sure both of you are safe. That's crucial, ain't it? Now, I know for some of y'all, it might not matter. But the survey said safe sex is the ultimate turn on. Especially when you don't know how some of these people thinking around here. A lot of people just want to get it and go. I saw Vanessa putting here talking about diseases and how you can end up in a coffin. Messing around with folks. Look at it. Y'all got quiet on that one. Safe. Safe. Yeah, that lets you know he not just, you know what I'm saying? You know. And a man that is God-fearing, someone who can enjoy the moment and be romantic in the bedroom. Yes, safe sex for sure. So those are some of the things, because number one, that says, especially in the climate that we live in right now, y'all, you don't know what people got going on. And this is something I have to talk to my guys about. Like, y'all, like, you may know what's going on with you, but you don't know what's going on with that other person. I don't care how cute the person looks. They can be just as cute as they want to be and be infected with all types of things. So I think it's like a respectful thing, you know, for somebody not to be coming at you like, really? Who are you talking to? Oh, you should. Boy, bye. Bye. I think that's a respectful thing. So I thought that was interesting, that was on that list. A hard working man, yes. As long as he's not working too much. As long as he's not working too much. And when I say that, I mean gone all the time. Gone all the time, you know. But yes, hard working is good. And there has to be some maturity whenever it comes to what's being done with the fruits of that labor. Because some people work hard, but they're not taking care of home. So I would say, too, I would piggyback off what you said with a hardworking man, and also say a man, again, that takes care of his responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? You take care of work, but you got to take care of home, too. Yeah, now, make sure that you prioritize. Going all the time unless I'm with. Right. Oh, Miss Fat, you caught that? Butter. Let me get my little water off this here. Let me get my little wallet. So there are a few things that, you know, that women want, and I'm hoping that, you know, when I'm not hoping, I go back and I do this for the guys too, if they're going to participate. But there are certain things, if we were just to sit down with the men and the women and talk, even having those conversations. I used to do something called the Battle of the Sexes. And we just sat down at a restaurant and like got one of the big rooms in there, and we would have topics, and we had men and women. There used to be like maybe 20, 30 of us, and we throw topics out there, and we'll have a battle of the sexes between the men and the women. And it was always a good thing, especially when we had couples that attended, because they got to work out some of the things, you know, that they may have had going on without us or without everybody else knowing what they were actually discussing. It was just, you know, those discussions going back and forth. And it's those type of discussions that grown-ups have that help them kind of work out some of the things, because what we tend to do is get around people that are more like yes men and yes women. We don't, for the most part, it's a lot of people that would rather be around somebody that's gonna tell them what they want to hear. They don't want to be around people that's gonna tell them the truth. Like if you out here doing something wrong, they don't want to be around anybody that say, now you know you wouldn't do that if your husband was here, or you know that your wife wouldn't like you doing that, or like whatever, or you know if your wife did that to you, you know, they don't want to be around those types of people. They run from those types of people. And so having those conversations allow people to get other people's perspectives. And that's what the point of this is, for people to actually, you can hear my perspective, but hey, you can get this perspective from me, anybody else. But being able to converse with each other about different things. Aries still going, talking about kissable lips. Look at that. She's still on that list. Wait a minute. Wait. She said, kissable lips. I told y'all we had some managed people on here. I'm playing. But I think whenever we look at that list, I think that even though we all have different types of love languages, I think a lot of things, they do come back to the actual, like, seeing things done, like seeing the stuff done in the house. Yeah, you want the lovey-dovey stuff too, but whenever you become an adult, whenever you like grown, you know, a lot of times that cute stuff that you really love when you were younger doesn't matter as much. You start to prioritize things, and things that, you know, your love language from last year may not be the same as it is today. You know, based on whatever experiences you have gone through, based on what your responsibilities are now. Like, your whole perception of things can change just based on the stuff that you have going on. So I think it's good to have these, you know, these conversations, but a lot of people run from them, especially guys, because they don't want to talk about relationship stuff now. A lot of times they only want to talk about it when they done been hurt and they going through something, or they want to complain. Yeah, I'm talking about the guys right now. If y'all in here, I ain't apologizing for it, because you know I ain't telling a lie. They want to talk about it when they got something to complain about, instead of just having those regular conversations before things get to a point where you have to complain. Or if there's something that you have to complain about, again, talking to your mate, not going to your homeboy, not going to the female that you know been all up in your face and just been waiting on you to tell her what your significant other is doing wrong. Because we all know that at the end of the day, men may act crazy when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to talk this talk for a minute. They may get crazy when it comes to this stuff, but when it comes to females and you telling the business that's going on in your house, the only thing that you are doing is telling that female what not to do. Everything that you complain about that your significant other is doing wrong, you're telling this other female what not to do and what she needs to do in order to get into your good graces. So you're giving her the playbook off the beginning, so she's going to look like the perfect person, because you're telling her all of your likes and your dislikes when you're sitting there talking bad about your significant other. So you have to know how this thing works. So when your other half comes to you and says, you know, I don't like that you saying da 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 da, and that she don't mean nothing to me, because this always, y'all don't know how many times I have heard this conversation. She don't mean nothing to me, and we don't talk about this and we don't talk about that. And if you talk to that female, she can tell you every single thing. She can tell you every single thing that you're doing wrong. Okay, that's where it goes back to that communication. Communicate with your significant other. If you are trying to deal with somebody, that's who you need to be communicating with. Don't walk out on them whenever there's a conversation going on. Come on, and giving her the ammunition. Come on, sweet lady. You just handed it to her. You just handed it to her. And I'm not saying that guys always have bad intentions whenever they go and start doing stuff like that, because some of them actually believe that this person is just sitting here trying to listen. Some of them are. If you're trying to have a serious relationship, or you're trying to develop something into a serious relationship, then you need to recognize who's actually involved in your relationship. And in your relationship, other than any higher powers, is you and your mate. No third wheels. No third wheels. No new friends. Okay? No new friends. No new friends. So I'm going to run back down this list real quick. The first thing that women want, we want mutual respect. We want some RESPECT. Darn it. The next thing was open and healthy communication. We just explained why this is important. It is of the utmost importance. Honesty. Understand that a lie or a dishonesty can make or break a relationship. All it takes is one lie. Remember this. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. One lie can erase all truths. Remember that. One lie can erase all truths. Just like the little boy that cried wolf. All it takes is one lie. And you'll have people second guessing you forever. You tell them the sky blue, they standing out there and took a picture with the blue sky in the background and everything, and they still don't believe you. That's not the way to build or maintain a relationship. That's not how that works. Women want someone that they can trust, someone that is trustworthy. Women want someone who will take responsibility for their actions and or behaviors. A woman wants a man who can show kindness, patience, empathy, and compassion. Someone that lets her know that whenever things happen to her, that it matters to him, that he cares. A woman wants a man that can be her friend. Friendship is important. And I don't know why this computer keep repeating me. Friendship is important. A woman wants you to be just as involved and care about her just as much as you care about your homeboys. Anybody else that's supposed to be your close friend, that woman wants to have that same relationship. Emotional maturity. A woman wants a grown darn man, period. I ain't even going back into that again. A woman wants a grown darn man. Not a grown little boy. Just saying. Chivalry. A woman still wants a man to be a man. We still like for people to open up our doors. You know? Simple stuff. I still like when we're walking down the street for that man to walk on the outer side of the traffic. Because I noticed that stuff. Oh, so you just going to let me get hit first? That's how we doing it now? A woman wants a man that is caring and can show that he has a sensitive side. There needs to be a balance. Keep that balance. A woman wants a man who knows how to dress to impress, who is actually concerned or cares about his presentation. He doesn't have to go around buying all this expensive stuff, but he has to have some kind of concern about his presentation, especially when it comes to him being around or going out to meet or going to do something with the woman that he's trying to build something with. You know, you want to take a little time out and make sure that your presentation is right. Women like that. We put in time. You need to put in that time too. A woman likes a man who does not hide his flaws. We all have flaws. All of us. None of us are perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. So to let someone know that you have some imperfections, that you have some vulnerabilities, that is something that for a lot of people it shows that they can trust you. It helps them build a bond, a relationship with you, knowing that you felt comfortable enough with them to even expose those flaws, those imperfections, those vulnerabilities. So that's definitely something that women want. Don't start just walk around here like nothing bothers you, like you just stop it. A woman wants a man that knows how to open up his mouth. She wants a man that knows that nodding is not enough. That you need to open up your mouth and let her know that she is being heard. That way she doesn't have to keep repeating herself over and over again or fussing. If you open up your mouth and have a conversation, communicate, then that breaks down a lot of barriers. Just saying. Open your mouth. And don't just say something. Be supportive. Say something supportive sometimes. I'm just saying. If you see her doing a good job, she keeping the house clean, she keeping herself looking good, she's been trying to lose weight, you see she done lost a couple pounds right there, you just like acknowledge those things. Open up your mouth. I'm just saying, open up your mouth. I heard the kids say, open up your mouth. Take the H off. Open up your mouth. Women like a man who knows how to take the slow lane. Women like a man who I cannot talk tonight. Women like a man who knows how to take the slow lane. Stop trying to find the quickest path to sex. Okay? Because if you do that, you're going to be walking around like Trent shaking that pill bottle. Now, if you want to know what that is, you're going to have to go back and watch the video. Okay. Keep in mind with this that women do like sex. But we don't like to be forced into it. We don't like to be rushed. So drive in the slow lane. Let people pass you. It's okay. You're going to get where you're going. I promise you, you'll get where you're going. And then safe sex. Those are the things that women want. Now, there is a way more extensive list than this. These are the things that I chose to expound upon tonight. We can come back with some other things. But just to give people a little idea about some of the things that women want, this is your starter. You don't have to go and ask no questions. There go Butterfly. Does she like younger men? Lord have mercy. I think a younger man is fine. A younger person is fine. Number one, as long as they're legal. And I think it depends on their maturity level. Those are my thoughts. And knowing that research shows, like, for real, that women mature mentally quicker than men, I'd be a little skeptical about getting one that's too young. Because mentally, we age quicker than men. So, you want to make sure that at least mentally you guys are close. You know what I mean? So you're not sitting up here having 40-year-old thinking and behaviors, and this person got like 22-year-old thinking and behaviors. Because eventually there are going to be some hiccups there. Now, if you got one of those younger guys that got an old soul and he act way more, older than he is already, because there are a lot of people like that too. You got a winner. Yes, they are butterflyness. I have said that, and I will continue to say that. You are absolutely right. Some of these old scoundrels just as bad, if not worse, than the younger man. Yes, you are actually right. Because at one point, they were the younger man. That's the problem. They were the younger man that didn't know how to act. Now they're the older man that don't know how to act. Same thing. It's the same joker. Look, that's the same jive turkey. It's the same jive turkey. He just older now. So, but you have a point. You have a point. And that's why I say it really That's why you got to take time to get to know people. Now, if it's just a physical thing, you know, people do what they do. But if it's something where somebody's trying to build something, you got to have somebody that you at least halfway, we ain't gonna say equally, but at least halfway yoked with, even if you're not equally yoked. You talking about sex. As you see, Butterfly that came in here. See, I told y'all that there was somebody in here that was mannish, okay? Butterfly. She talking about sex. See what I'm saying? They just get tired too quick for me. Shoot. Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Butterfly, you must be talking about somebody like 20 or 30 years older. What's going on? Because I seen some older guys that can get up and go now. I seen some older ones that can get up and go. I don't know. But y'all, Butterfly say, they get tired too quick for me. All right, y'all. So that's what we were doing tonight, looking at what women really want. The next thing, we may look at what men really want. I don't know. I'll try to do it whenever somebody's not going live. But I cannot wait around all day and wait for a spot to come open on YouTube before I go and do my live. So, because you'll be waiting all day. So, you know, you can spread the word about the video for those who were not on here tonight because they are participating in some other things. And I encourage you all to spread the word. And I appreciate it. If you would like to donate to this channel, somebody had put it in the chat. The Cash App donation is $Carolina Dime. $Carolina Dime if you'd like to donate to the channel. You don't have to, but I'm giving you my Cash App information anyway because I said I was going to start doing it. If you are a Carolina Dime, a certified dime, shout out to you to all of the certified dimes. If you would like to become a member of the Certified Dime Club, then please click join. There is a link in the description section. Thank you, Miss Fat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Put that on up there. Appreciate that. If you have not liked the video already, and this is the first time I have more likes than viewers in here, so I'll take that. So if you haven't liked the video, please, on your way out, please like the video and share. And put your opinions down. If there's something else that you would like to add to this or another topic that you would like us to discuss on here, then let me know so I can go and do some research and bring you guys some more information, and then we can come back and have a discussion on here about said topic. So I think that covered everything. Yeah. So again, this is Carolina Diamond, Epiphany of Change. I am Dr. Rogers, your life coach extraordinaire. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Oh, one more thing. Remember, stop nodding your head and open your mouth. Open your mouth. Bye.